Art arrival? Don't be foolish.
Asay hasatra mas.
Mas havas trasukulun. Take them away.
Yeah, we'll not find out of this, I guess. Not without me armor. Qunari, huh? That's interesting. What is this heart thing?
The elf was Qunari.
And the dwarf has no beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Qunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Qunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
Interesting.
I have a question. When the Duke told you what I was, you said you didn't care. Was that true?
I mean, it is true, because Qunari fought against me in Kirkwall. Doesn't mean I hate them. And your religion is your choice. And I didn't know why you were interested in this gem in the first place. It really doesn't... It didn't matter to me too much. It interests me that he's Qunari. I thought he just knew the language, but yeah. Like, that's what Inquisitor Lady just implied. You seem like a good person. Assassin or no. The assassin part wears me out, and I wonder if you were lying to try and, create this spare him, I don't want to kill facade. In which case I'd have words, but you haven't said that yet, so yeah.
I would have said he couldn't compare to your awesomeness, but that might have seemed petty.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned.
Clearly.
Obviously.
What was your plan exactly?
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hasrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
So, wait, the heart is a person, not a gem?
So you came here to stop this Salit from betraying your people?
You probably won't believe me, but this isn't a political mission. It's personal.
How so?
What do you mean?
Salit was my best Rathari, the one who recruited me into the Ben Hasrath. My tutor. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that I could make a difference. It doesn't matter now.
But you said he was selling secrets.
He is. Or at least he intends to. One last act of defiance. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
What others? What is the deal with this?
You mean he'll hurt other Qunari?
Not every Qunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen. People who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't deserve what he's going to do to them. But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
Well, I think the Qun is big on moral obligation. But also, since the Qunari doesn't view individuals as individuals, it views them as part of a whole, then technically every member of the society is as complicit in anything else they do. But that's not really something that I believe, it's just the way that you could look upon it.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but you said it was the name of the jewel.
It's also what Ben Hasrath means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Qunari in line, but that's not it. It's hard to explain.
Try.
Yeah.
We're the soul of the Qun. We keep its spirit alive and protect it, from both outside and from within. Not every Qunari agrees, nor do they always do what is best for all. The Ben Hasrath remind us of our common goal.
It's a tough one for me. Because the Qunari live the way that they do very, very differently from the way that I wish Kirkwall to be. And what the Qunari tried to do to Kirkwall was close to tyranny, and I would not have it on my doorstep. Or anywhere near me, not as long as I could stop it. But I wouldn't march over to Qunari lands and redeem them. So in the same way that I killed them for trying to impose their values on us, I'm not going to impose my values on you. So...
You make them seem almost peaceful.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
So you are that, then?
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're one of these Ben Hasrath.
I am. Or, I was. Whether I ever am again, I guess that remains to be seen.
Is that why you're here? To redeem yourself?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace blindness and abandon hope.
Another Qunari proverb?
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoids choking.
Okay. Yeah, so the whole story then.
So, everything you told me was a lie?
Not everything.
So I just missed the part where you're one of the people I drove out of Kirkwall?
You don't need horns to embrace the Qun. What you need is a purpose, a belief in unity, in improving the lot, not only for your own people, but for everyone.
I mean...
You're right. I can think of many people who would be improved by the loss of a head.
You're joking, but you're also right. That doesn't mean it's the solution for everyone.
So everyone else just loses a foot? Maybe a big toe?
Being Qunari doesn't automatically mean you're a zealot. Most Qunari don't even understand humans, why you act like you do. But I grew up among you. I understand perfectly well.
Wait, aren't you here to kill someone for the Qunari?
I never said I was killing him for the Qunari.
So you're improving his lot, perhaps repeatedly?
I know it's not easy to understand. After what the Arishok did, I hardly blame you. But just tell me, can you honestly say there's nothing to improve, nothing to strive for? We believe in striving together. We may stumble, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try.
Communism versus capitalism? I don't know, this conversation has layers that these three choice things is kind of hard to say exactly. Maybe you're right, we stumble, that doesn't mean we should try. Everybody's trying. I don't believe the Qun is right. I don't believe the Qun is wrong. I think it's an option. I think if you wanted to be part of something bigger than yourself, to embrace that purpose that comes from the Qun of collectivity, then that's absolutely fine. All I see in Kirkwall is people who are striving primarily for themselves. And I guess that's what I chose to defend. The idea of self-fulfillment, of pursuing your own interests, which is kind of interestingly what Dragon Age 2 is quite a bit about. I'm afraid I don't know, and that's the point.
I'm not arguing about this.
It's who I am. I joined the Ben Hasras because I felt it meant something. Means something.
Uh-huh.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself.
It's been a long time since I talked to anyone about it. I suppose it's not really a prison cell conversation.
I don't know what usually is. Alright, so why me?
So, did you really involve me just because I had an invitation?
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also the champion of Kirkwall, and a Ferelden with no reason to love Orlais.
Uh-huh.
And what was going to happen when all this was over?
I thank you. We go our separate ways.
Really? I wouldn't notice a thing?
Truth? You're not exactly what I was expecting. I've heard a few stories about you. They don't quite do you justice. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you. Given you the respect you deserve. Nothing I could do about it now.
I suppose the good news is with all this extra time, I can learn to knit.
Could you make me a sweater?
No.
The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned.
Right.
Any ideas?
I don't know, you're the thief.
Oh, I'm sure the others will be along any minute now.
Andraste, Lady of Sorrows.
Uh-huh.
Lead us from the darkness into the Maker's light.
Would you stop that? Andraste is not going to find Hawke for us.
Have some faith, Anders.
I have complete faith in your ability to make a bad situation worse.
That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Really?
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
Hawke!
Timing.
So, the rescue plan didn't work. I'm sure you figured that out by now.
So, back through the castle then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
At least we managed to find your kit.
Then we should head for the caves. That's the way out I planned to take us through originally.
Cheers, Anders. Okay, let's see. Well, I suppose this is all relevant. So, many believe that Qunari is the name of the race of horned behemoths from the north. They are mistaken. Qunari means people of the Qun. There are elves, humans, even dwarves who have submitted to the Qun, who think themselves Qunari. All soldiers of the Imperium must remain aware of this fact. Any person could be a Qunari spy. Elves seem particularly susceptible to conversion. New converts uniformly become zealots, either of their own volition or as a result of the Ben Hasrath's re-education. Yet the converts still understand our culture as only those born to it can. They can move unnoticed into Vinter lands. If Elven, they may even return themselves to slavery. These spies, as long as they remain undiscovered, will pass sensitive information to Parvolan. They may even try to convert others by sowing doubt and uncertainty. Every Imperial soldier must watch for this treachery. Oh, yeah. It's here somewhere. No. Here. The Oxmen do not kill their prisoners. The Qun abhors waste. And a person is a valuable commodity. Instead of death, we found ourselves housed in a labour camp run by the Ben Hasrath. They called us Cabithari, simple ones. And this is where we were to be inducted into the Qun. The accommodations were no match for the state in Minrathos, but we never expected them to be. Our dormitory was kept spotless, and we were fed 3 daily meals of a bland but nourishing porridge. Water and strong sweetened tea were always available as well. Okay. Both males and females are chosen to join the Ben Hasrath, which struck me as peculiar. I'd always heard that Qunari do distinctions between what counted as men works and women's work. Yeah, I heard that as well. Thinking on it, however, perhaps it makes sense. The Ben Hasrath are responsible for re-education and assimilation of conquered people. So, when she was talking about Ben Hasrath before, I gotta say that entire conversation was a little, it was a little confusing trying to, like, keep with it, basically. Because, like, it changed tenor a few times, started moving on to, like, philosophical ideals, and I'm not sure I kept up okay. What the Ben Hasrath seem primarily involved in doing is preventing people from not choosing the Qun who are already part of it. And I suppose on principle I am a little against that, because if somebody is having second thoughts, they should not be... I mean, they can always listen to persuasion. Like, persuading people to do things is definitely like a... It's fine, it's valid, like, you're allowed to do that, but bullying or killing people into doing so is different and not something I agree with. Unless that person is a threat to the Qun, in which case I understand them protecting their own corner. I have a fairly, like... nuanced moral compass here because I've decided to prioritize choice over everything else. It's difficult sometimes to sort of like marry that with everything. But I think all the responses that I gave to her, kind of like being the moderate, whatever, were still okay. She seems conscientious, not killing when she has to, so there's that at the very least. But, you know, I wonder who she has killed in her time because they didn't agree with the society that she's chosen's views. But that's information that I just don't have. So, anyway. Re-education. Both women and men, in my experience, relate better to those of their own sex. It is thus prudent to choose women for the re-education of women and children, and men for that of men. To their credit, the Ben Hasrath were never cruel. They were always reasonable, if firm. I played along, repeating what they taught, but holding in my heart the truths by which I was raised. Others were not so clever. Some of my platoon resisted the indoctrination, refusing even to pretend. The Ben Hasrath see rebellion and discontent as an illness that can be cured. They took these men to the Vidathlock, temples dedicated to healing and recovery. I don't know what happened there. The men who returned were changed in profound ways. Others we never saw again. I can only assume the cure did not take. See, there it is.
Unless you want to carve your way out through the Duke's army.
We'll see.
It's up to you which way you want to go, Hawke. I'll help you either way.
Let's give myself, I guess I found an attribute somewhere. I don't really know what I want. Let's give myself a little bit of strength. I guess that was all that happened. That must have been, yeah, that would be the wish I made with the Caprice coins. Hello?
Maker, save me. I'll die in this place.
Need a hand?
Maybe? You stop holding.
And with
Andraste, bless you.
I'm done.
So I gotta wonder if Sebastian and Anders don't really get on. So I wondered if I picked a team which had better cohesion, if they would have been able to come to my aid. And I see that blatant undead model there. So there's the vaults, and in Heart of the Many, Talisman not a cell door, time to escape Duke Prosper's prison. So I gotta escape the prison, and there's the vaults right here. Why were you heading to the vaults if it wasn't a gem? If the heart is a person, then what were you doing? I don't know. Oh, hello. Let's do it.
All taken care of.
Thanks.
And over here.
It is done.
Nothing. That's fine. So, we have Heart of the Many, and another recipe, a secret formula. And a feather down there as well. So we gotta escape the Duke's prison. I don't know what's in the vaults though, so I'm just gonna quick save and try and head up there in case there's anything of value. Hello? Or is this just like another way out? Oh, if I go back to the vaults, that'll be going through the Duke's army, so I actually do want to take the route less traveled down here. Explore the prisons. And careful be. Oh my. Nobody's in hold position, right? Yeah, we're good.
With the wrong man.
Come on, come on. Are you stunned? Oh, that guy's enslaved. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm trying to move forward. Moving forward. Jeez. I didn't have a slog. Just bring me. Bring me threat.
That's right. You heard me.
Let's hope this escape route works.
If we get to the caves, we'll be safe. I think.
Out to the caves makes sense. I think that was the choice I was given.
I've got almost a whole cookbook. Do you suppose one of the sisters will loan me a few pans? Is that a map among the pages? Where did that come from?
Huh? Oh. Very nice. But what the hell?
Do you feel that? Magic. These statues weren't created through normal means.
That's weird. And what is that guy doing in the middle? A strange pose. More folks. No surprises, I think, except potential second waves, of course. Guys coming up over there. You look important. So can I do anything to disorientated enemies? I forget. I think I could if I had that, which I do not. Oh well, I guess just cleave. Okay, what's going on? Why are people flying all over the place? What's going on? These Legion guards are kind of strange. What fucking scenery move out of the way, please? That was confusing. Okay. Okay, so here's a crack in the wall. And that is what? Potentially Heart of the Many, a feather down there, and a cache. But up here is a room full of what looks like a table with a thing on it. And the vaults again. I don't know. I missed the conversation, so I don't know what the vaults are. So I'm going to quick save here and just check. But I don't want to be stuck in... Shit. Yeah, alright, so that leads to not what I want. Let's
See? Caves, just like I said.
Let's go out this way.
How do you know about this?
I stole old plans from the Fourth Blight. This was a retreat, they called it. At any rate, there's an exit that leads out onto the mountainside. That's your way out.
Okay.
Got everything from the chateau? The way those rocks look, I don't want to test this path more than once.
Jeez, I don't know. The vault's out there. There's nothing else. I'm gonna test it again. I'm gonna test like the other pathway, and see if that takes me to the same cutscene. Confronting the Duke head-on does not sound like the best option, honestly, and I feel like, it's really frustrating that I missed what they said when they were standing just here because I was too busy paying attention to, I didn't even remember. I think I was leveling up an attribute. So is this gonna do the same thing?
Treasure vaults. Wonder what Prosper keeps in here.
Okay, so this looks a bit different. Great.
I think if you put the right runes in there, it'll make them into something new.
The right runes.